Welcome everybody to Starfire Sports, host of the 2012 Washington Challenge Cup. I'm John Billings. Today we had a chance to see all the Challenge Cup participants in action right here on the field. The teams inked their way to the regional championships that will come up in a couple months, and we had a chance to look at all the action right here on the video. In the U15 bracket, Legend and CK United met for the final. For Legend, it was a PK shootout over Eastside FC that earned them the spot in the championship game, while for CK United, a 3-2 victory over Seattle United. After an exhausting weekend of soccer in which both championship teams truly earned spots in the championship match, it was CK United who had most left in the tank. CK, dressed in black here, started their performance in the 21st minute. Desiree Dottie scored off a long shot to put her team in front. CK continued to push, and in the 34th minute, a clever chip over the keeper by Kaylee Nation put CK United up by 2 goals at the half. In the second half, it was more the same as Katie Gargile added icing on the cake with her goal 5 minutes after halftime, and CK United cruised to victory. CK United becomes the first ever recipient of the Leanne Anat Championship Trophy.
It feels really good, like my heart inside feels complete. It feels like I did something good for myself and everyone else.
In the 16s division, DOS FC marked a 2-1 victory over the Spokane Shadow in their semifinal to meet up with Northwest Nationals, who cruised a 2-0 victory over the Eagles. DOS FC and Northwest Nationals battled in the afternoon match at Starfire in a grueling championship game. DOS may have thought things would be easy after they scored in the 18th minute, followed by the 20th minute. Megan O'Hanlon scored off a rebound first, and then in a goal box scramble, Rachel Hale made the DOS lead 2-0. And in dramatic fashion, Northwest took until 3 minutes into injury time at the end of the match to score off a left-footed shot from Ashley Evinger. The late goal sent us into overtime. In the second overtime, DOS regained their composure and stepped back in front with a goal from JC Hash to take the win. Due to the wild card for this age group, both DOS and Nationals will be headed to Region 4 President's Cup.
Very emotional game. There's been 4 or 5 players that have been with this particular team for the last 5 or 6 years. So this is the last year for this team, and for me, it was a very emotional occasion. Yeah.
Well, I instantly started crying because I've been on this team since I was 10, and I just went numb basically. It was amazing.
In the U17 bracket, the Spokane Shadow Premier knocked off Washington Premier by a 2-1 score. Black Hills was waiting for them in the final after they knocked off Seattle United 2-0. This match featured the east side of the state versus South Hill of Olympia. The match was a physical battle with multiple players going down to injury in the first half. Chances were exchanged from side to side, but neither team broke the first half deadlock. In the second half, the lone goal of the game came in the 75th minute. Spokane's Alyssa Lloyd started the attack. She made a fantastic cross to the feet of Madeline Aldrich, and Aldrich stroked the ball home to give the Shadow a 1-0 lead that they were able to hold on to until the final whistle. Spokane Shadow 1, Black Hills 0, so the Shadow head to region.
They are truly a team that works for each other. I have not had a lot of teams who actually make sacrifices for each other, and it shows in the games like these when you have to really knuckle down and fight for each other, what that commitment to each other really is.
Well, this is our last year together, and so I think we just really bonded as a team and we came together.
In the U18 bracket, both semifinals went to overtime. West Sound was able to notch 2 goals in their OT period, while the Marauders knocked out by Federal Way Rain. The first half was fairly even in the contest, without unusual amounts of action. After the first 45 minutes, the shots were 5-4 in favor of West Sound, but the score was 0-0. In the second half, everything changed. Goal scoring started in the 64th minute. Rachel Pratt scored off a West Sound corner kick. They seized temporary control of the match 6 minutes later when again West Sound scored. This time it was Jalen Halstead who lifted the ball over the Federal Way goalkeeper for a 20-yard shot into the net. In the 77th minute, things really got interesting. Alexandra Bush of Federal Way found herself in a 1v1 with the goalkeeper and finished her chance smartly. Then, just 5 minutes from time, Abigail Schneller scored a marvelous upper V free kick to save the hopes of the Federal Way Reign and send us into overtime. In the overtime, both teams fought back and forth with chances, but only one team could take the win. Abigail Neal put West Sound FC in front with a 126th minute goal. She was right on the doorstep to put home a rebound and give West Sound FC the Challenge Cup championship.
Well, it got a little intense once we scored 2 goals, and then a little stressful too. And then they came back and tied it. But in the end, we were able to pull it through and get the last goal.
They have a lot of fight. They're a quality team. I'm glad that we lived up to our potential today. Played a great game, played with a lot of heart, really saw it through, overcame a lot of adversity and played a great game today.
Well, thanks everybody for watching, and thanks to all of our crew here at Starfire. For those teams headed off to regionals, best of luck, represent Washington proudly, and for everybody else, we'll see you next year.